a life update. So this is for my YouTube fam. Of course, this is YouTube that you watching this on. So my YouTube fam, y'all know lately I've been putting the podcast up and stuff. Been like an hour worth of content, not videos yet. I'm still trying to figure out like how I'm gonna do that, cause the camera time, like my camera time, about 20 minutes, and it's gonna die. So I'm trying to figure out how to get like over an hour worth of recording time and stuff. I'm gonna have to see what I can do with it. But anyways, like the podcast, I don't know who has been listening and if you enjoy it or not. But if you have been watching it, is so the way that it is now, it has came to an end. I'm sorry. Like me and my co-host, we had difference of opinion, creative differences. Like he's still my homie. I love him to death. That's my dog since we was younger. But like he has creative differences. Like me, I want to be more formatted. I like having topics. Like knowing what topics we're gonna go to. Like he wants it to be like a freestyle. Like he just want to have a conversation. But like whenever me and him just talking, it flows. But if you mess with stuff like this, and you know whenever the camera turns on or whenever you recording, it doesn't always flow like that. Like whenever you know you doing it for something else, it doesn't always flow like a conversation, because you kind of talking to each other, but you're talking to a third party that's not there. So I like to be a little more formatted. And he wanted to change the name of the podcast. Like, I'm not gonna say whose idea it was. Like, both of us kind of had the idea. Like, he had it and I had it, but we kind of both came together with it. So I ain't gonna take 100% credit. I ain't gonna give him 100% credit. But like, we came up with the idea, and like it's already branded in my eyes. Like straight out the mud. And it's not being gutter or gangster or whatever. Like straight out the mud, that means like we from the country. We from the bottom. Like we from Louisiana. We like 50 miles from the Gulf of Mexico. Like there's no lower you can go. Like this is the mud. Like what I'm meaning is like we come from the bottom. And started from the bottom, now we here. Like not exactly that, but something in those terms. But he wants to change. I don't want to give the name away because I don't want to ruin it. Because I told him, look, you can do it your way. I'ma just do it my way. Like you can do it with whoever, and I'ma try and do it with somebody else. So the way the podcast has been formatted and has been going so far, like it's gonna be different. And hopefully, like the audio issues, I'm gonna clear that up. But I'm gonna try to do it with my cousin and stuff. The only thing, he's not into rap and a lot of current social media things, but like we vibe more like conversation. Like I feel like my other partner, he kind of like a little more judgmental towards me. Like him and whoever, like they married, or if he gonna do it with who I think he's gonna do it with. Like me and my cousin, like we more cooler. Like we both more just gonna flow off each other. And he's not into everything I'm into, but the things we are into together, like, is more natural. Like we vibe more. You seen him on reviews, on movie reviews and stuff. Like we more into like the same like Netflix kind of shows, movies. Like we both comic book nerds and stuff like that. Like rap and stuff like that. Like that's not really his lane. But I'm gonna try and do it with him. And we closer in age. Like my other homeboy, he like maybe 3.5 years younger than me. My cousin, he like a year and almost 2 years younger than me. So we vibe a little differently, and we family, and we, as far as audio issues, like we gonna be more in the same place. Like my homeboy, like we had to do it kind of remotely. He stays an hour away, so we're not always in the same place. So hopefully it's gonna be better. I hate that it had to come to like this, but I seen it. We were butting heads, and he had it his way. I had it my way, and I'm not saying one way is right, one way is wrong, but like me, as far I think I'm a creative individual, and like certain things on the creative aspect, I think I'm smart in things like that. And the thing like Straight Out the Mud and stuff, I think it appeals to a different demographic. Like, you want to appeal to younger people, and just like in this social media age, like Straight Out the Mud, they kind of pop more. Like, even if I'm not trying to blow up off this. It's not a big. I don't know how many views or listens we getting anyway. But I just think that, like, if we would come to like T-shirts or something like that, it would just be so much better. Like the name that he wants to do, like, it sounds like an old jazz radio station stuff. Like, it just sounds dated. Not to knock, but he want to name it Good Conversation. Like, I'm just be 100. I don't like the name. I don't like the name, and he wants to freestyle it. But I know freestyle is not gonna come off like that. Like, cause the way we do it now, like, it's kind of freestyle. But I have the topics. Like, I write topics down and stuff. So if you listen to the podcast, like, I kind of carry the conversation of where it's going, because I'm going off the topics that I know I wanted to touch on. Like, so just going off top of the dome and trying to go an hour plus, just going off the dome, and like, if we talking on the phone, it's different. Cause we talking about what's going on with me and him and what's going on around here. We're not talking about like big things in life, in the media and this and that. Like, on the podcast, we're not talking about local people and local things. Like, y'all don't know somebody named Lavanda up the street or anything. Not to name any names or anything. That was the first name popped in my head. But it's just a difference of opinion, creative differences. Sorry, I want this video to be like a minute, but it's been longer. But holla at your boy, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and be greatest and the most hated. And hopefully more podcasts are gonna be coming soon. And hopefully you enjoyed our plan to make it better. I hope that it is better. And we'll see. Peace out.